Mac, I'm sorry.
4.
Not being there for your full debut and your goal.
Fair.
Sucks.
I mean, he put in a decent shift. We'll give it to him.
Yeah, it just sucks that I wasn't there for his first goal in MLS and start. There was one game that I definitely should have been at.
You fucked up, buddy.
I mean,
you fucked up.
at
Shit
least
happens.
you got a FaceTime call.
That's
There
true.
for some of the celebration.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So, are you officially changing your ex account name to Jacqueline Stan account?
No, I'll just keep #justice for Jacqueline because I know that he's not going to get the start in the next match. So then that movement has to keep going. But if he does start, and we do see minutes now, it will be #Jacqueline is justified.
Well, I mean, he scored. Play the hot hand. In my eyes, you may start. When is Duncan coming back? When is that camp?
It's just it's just the training camp. He might be back this next week, I think.
Well, did he not just? They just played with France.
He started today for the under-23s pre-Olympic squad or whatever.
Right, so we still have 5 days until game day.
Nah, he'll definitely be back. But flying all that way, I don't think he gets a start. So I could see Jacqueline starting again.
My only thing is Jack looked good. He looked good on the ball. He found himself out of tight spaces. There's nothing wrong with that. But, man, brother needs to run.
Brother.
I will not be hearing any slander to Jacqueline during this podcast.
No slander to him, but him and Ojeda in a race would be kind of close.
No criticism at all, only praise.
All right, no.
He scored.
we are not the other.
I'm very happy and I'm clapping.
That is not us.
It is for me with Jacqueline, all right?
Well, Nate, you're a coach. You know bad comes with good. Good performance, there are some areas of improvement.
We can talk about it a little more, but maybe we should actually listen to our sponsor of today's episode.
The tournament is here. BetOnline is your bracket headquarters for this season with the best bracket contest out there, including odds, lines, and info on every game and every round right up until the national championship. You can access the most up-to-the-minute wagering information anytime from your desktop or your mobile devices. You can even track your bracket real-time all the way through the tournament. Head to BetOnline today and get in on the action. Remember, use our promo code BELIEVE. That's promo code BLEAV for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline. The game starts here.
Make sure you use that 50% welcome bonus code BELIEVE, BLEAV, to get your 50% welcome bonus.
I BLEAV in Jacqueline.
I sure you do. We all
Always
believe
have.
in him. I mean, he looked good. Like, he did a lot right. My only thing is, kind of like I said to you guys before, is you can't have Muriel dropping in and you can't have Jacqueline standing off either. Like, somebody's got to make the runs. Somebody's got to crash the back post. He happened to be in the right position, which is great on the goal, but there was a lot of other but opportunities for him to run a little more.
I think he did run a good amount. It's just like the speed in which he ran could definitely improve.
Can we talk about the drastic difference in pace we have on our left winger and our right winger? Because holy shit is Ojeda slow.
It's bad. Like I said earlier, put him and Jacqueline in a race. Throw in Zach. It's a really close. It's tight.
All I'm saying is 34-year-old tired legs Muriel should not be dusting either one of those guys, and that happened a couple of times.
Muriel's got some pace to him though, and he has throughout his whole career. But no, Ojeda's fucking slow. It's fucking bad watching him.
Brother,
it looks like he's trying to run like 100,000 miles
It's in
an
slow
hour.
motion.
He's just like.
So I was doing some research really quick.
Uh-huh.
Guesses on Ojeda's pace on FIFA 20 or EAFC 24.
31.
He's over. No, he's definitely overrated on FIFA.
78.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like 79, 80.
What are you actually saying?
51.
Wait, 85. I changed.
So what are you actually saying?
51.
83.
His pace is highly overrated on FIFA.
Now, to compare, what is Jacqueline's pace?
60.
8.
68.
No, 8.
Fuck you.
43. Sorry.
62.
51.
Oh,
My man needs an upgrade.
No, Ojeda just needs a downgrade.
Yeah.
Jacqueline's probably
Meet
about
in the middle. You said 61?
51.
51. Meet in the middle, say 62 for both.
Like Ojeda's got class, you know what I mean? Like we saw the opportunity on the set piece. But yeah, when my brother's chasing after a long ball, he looks like he's running in slow motion.
Don't care he scored.
It's
Talking about Ojeda?
I'm talking
Don't
about
care
Ojeda.
Jacqueline was on the pitch. Again, don't care about anything else.
No, but like to be fair, I think the one you're talking about was the perfect ball if it's anyone other than Ojeda.
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
just
struggling to get there.
trucking.
Keeps it in barely. And you're sitting there like, fuck, if we had either Enrique, Facundo, anyone else,
Shaq Mohammed.
No,
Probably.
probably.
Probably,
He's probably quicker.
yeah. He's got
probably
more pace
quicker,
than
but he's probably missing the ball, overrunning
That's
it,
rude.
and falling
Just-
over the fucking
That's
ad.
rude.
just bad touch backwards. that's about all there is. No, he's getting more minutes. He's getting more exposure. So hopefully we see the growth from him. But my goodness, that first game that he started and it was just shit touch backwards every time he touched the ball. Like I was losing my mind. Again, young kid, so we're hoping for the best. Hopefully he grows. I mean, we've been lucky in the draft, so hopefully we get another one that can turn out for us down the road. But let's actually talk about the match. How are we feeling about this season now after the result yesterday? Has anybody in this room's feelings changed?
No.
I'd have to agree.
No. From over here too.
I definitely love the result. Getting a clean sheet's huge, but to have our first shot, I think 17 minutes in,
Yeah, just under 20 minutes.
it's frightening. For the amount of chances that we had, how many times we've had the counter on them, and nothing's come from it, it's worrying.
If you look at Foot Mob, it's very like misleading because you see we had 22 shots, but most of those are Santos had 4 maybe.
I feel like
or Ojeda probably had 11. 'Cause
Over-
all he likes to do is shoot.
Over under 1.75 XG.
I'd say
Gonna be
over.
a
I
little
can't
bit
answer.
under.
I'm looking at it.
Over.
Yeah.
All right, I'll set the line. Over under 2 XG.
Lower.
Lower.
Over.
Over.
Yep.
1.87. So yet again, we're seeing the same problem that we've had across a couple of matches this year and last year.
I mean, 1.87 XG in a match isn't bad.
It's not terrible, but it's also like we're kind of performing
That's about 2 goals. XG 2 to 3.
what we're again overperforming, quote unquote,
XG.
our XG. And that was a big concern about us coming into this year was it kind of an anomaly last year where we were just capitalizing on really shitty opportunities. So we didn't really create the best chances in this match, I will say. Well, we did. We just didn't put them on target.
Yeah, I'll say we had a couple decent chances. Ojeda had a couple good looks at goal. Muriel had 1 or 2 decent opportunities. Angulo had a shot or 2. Jacqueline doing his job at the back post. Good finish. And then
Created by yours truly, the Icelandic Dagger Dan.
He's been really good for us the past past 2 matches.
It's been good for us the past season and a half. Season,
Yeah.
5 matches, 6 matches.
I just mean like exceptionally like somebody that's giving us something positive moving forward. You know, like anytime he's getting on the ball, I feel confident that we can advance it.
Most times that he's on the ball a lot in a match, he ends up being one of the higher rated players. And it's not something that you just look like. I looked at Angulo 7.9, and like you can be a football merchant sometimes, but when he's high rated, it feels like it's deserved. And then you go back and you watch, or you're watching it live, and you're like, yeah, he's having a good game. So he's one of those players that you can usually rely on when he's on the ball a lot to be one of the best players on the pitch that match.
I think it boils down to something that Cannata kind of pointed out. Like, when our players are on the ball, there is no composure whatsoever. Dagger Dan seems to be, like, the one, maybe 2 players that really does have composure.
We had that conversation of trying to find out, like, who is that guy? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And every single one of you in the room was like, it's a tempo setter at right back. Yeah. Look
That's
whose ball
fair.
knowledge is showing.
might want to cover it up. All right.
Oh, Oh, they're not hooked up. Damn it. I was gonna hit you with the wah wah wah
Yeah,
wah.
no soundboard sound for you.
Damn, I should have paid attention to it before. But yes, I mean, last year and early in this season, he is composed, confident on the ball, and he has the ability. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between being confident on the ball and having the ability. We see Schlegel, like, motherfucker's confident on the ball, but he is
Shouldn't be.
sped as it gets.
Does he
Sorry,
take a
bud.
different bus?
Sorry, bud, but you're a Colt legend, but man, get your shit together. Yeah. We'll talk about that. So first 17 minutes, like you said, it was not very good. It was kind of back and forth. We really couldn't find ourselves in the game, but I really don't feel like Austin did anything. You know what I mean? Like, it was just us possessing the ball high up, but not creating anything, and them just kind of wandering about.
Yeah, I was going to say, it for the first 20 minutes, it looked like the battle of mid. Like, Austin were bad. They only had, 3 shots on target?
Yeah.
3 shots
whole
total
game.
the whole match.
3 shots the whole game. But then again, our first shot came 17 minutes in. To be honest, it was a boring-ass 20 minutes.
Well,
But,
go ahead.
I said, but eventually, we grew into the game, connected more passes, opened them up. It's about fucking time we pull into the back of the net.
So then that goes back to the same conversation that we've also had multiple times this season, is why does it take so long for us to get into matches? It took, at one point, I think it was Muriel's first competitive match for us, might have been second. I know it was at home, but it took us 13 minutes just for us to get him a touch on the ball.
Mhm.
And now it's taking us, what you said, it was 17 minutes to get a shot?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something like that.
So if that's true, it's taking us 17 minutes just to get a shot off. And from what it looked like, Austin kind of, like, they had a semi-handle on the game also before we decided to take over. So why are we having this period of play where these teams that aren't as good as us can control the match?
So going back through the foot mob ticker, just to give you like a concept of what happened, because I know you weren't there. 1 minute, first half begins. 4th minute, foul by Diego Rubio. 4th minute, foul by Rafael Santos wins that kick. 5th minute, Alexander Ring wins a free kick. 5th minute is the foul on Muriel. 9th minute, Robin Janssen wins a free kick.
Dear Lord.
12th minute, Nico Lodero wins a free kick. 12th minute, Rodrigo Schlegel commits a foul.
Put me to sleep now.
That one pissed me off so much.
And then 17th minute is the first time we see a shot, and it is an attempt missed by Diego Rubio.
Oh, so it wasn't even us.
No. And then 18th minute, we see Dagger Dan's right-footed shot from
that's
right
right, the one
outside
that
the
went over.
box. Mhm. So, yeah, just a whole bunch of
Nonsense.
nonsense
Tomfoolery.
to start the game. But, yeah, we can't start games, and it's kind of been a problem for a year now. You know what I mean? Like, we saw it last year. We're seeing it this year. Geez, the pollen out here. Just in
Tell me about it.
just in general, man. Florida this time of year is rough.
At least we got some fucking rain.
Yeah, that was huge. It's just not great. We don't start well, but I think something that helped us find our way into that game is Luis Muriel. I know he hasn't scored for us yet. I know he's only got the 1 assist on the year so far, but having somebody like Dagger Dan, where we can get somebody on the ball that's confident and we know can progress it. What he gives us that Dagger Dan doesn't is the ability to beat 4 people and then continue to carry the ball. The final product is what's missing right now. But when we give him a hospital ball in the middle of the field, every single time, almost every single time, we're taking it down, we're beating a man, and we're getting into space. Now, we do too much after we do that sometimes. We get dispossessed 4 separate times in this game. But I think that's where the positive is coming from him. He's really given us an option to help break that press.
Yeah, that's what you're getting. You're getting that quality of a guy that's been playing in Europe for a very long time, and he knows how to beat his men. Even if he's in a confined space, he can get out of it. We've seen he has the footwork. We've seen that he loves like a little cheeky back heel pass. It's class to watch, but at some point you do have to beat your men and then go. It's not beat your man. Oh, there's another guy right beside me. Let me Cruyff turn and then beat him and then go, because then you're going to lose the ball. So is it he's just overconfident in himself, or not over? You can be as confident as you want, but is it looking at the MLS as a level down and being like, oh, I can beat 1, I can beat 2, I can beat 3. Just do your job kind of thing.
Yeah.
You beat 1, find a pass, take a shot, and the goals and assists will come. But you just got to have that composure to be like, all right, I beat my man, now we go.
Definitely feel like it's him underestimating his opponent sometimes, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I've come from this level, I've done this at the highest level there is, and, you know, there's a confidence that comes with that. But at the same time, this isn't the same league it was 5 years ago.
No.
The quality of defender, the quality of player in the MLS is 10 times what it used to be. So we're seeing much more composed players on other teams, and you know, you're going to get to that point where you're not going to beat everybody all the time, you know? Like, again, respectfully, you're past your prime.
He's still kind of got it, though.
Does he, though?
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely got the ability, don't get me wrong, but it's like, you got to score, you know what I mean? Like, if he was here in his prime, he's running past everybody. That's the way I'm looking at it, you know what I mean?
You were going to say something?
Let me configure my thoughts.
I think one of the things for him as well is it's like I feel like he hasn't had a run of games to gel with the team. It's either been midweek matches, rotation, not playing with the same people, national break. We're going to head into a part of our season where we're going to have a game every week. So you would like to see that core group of players on the pitch together. And when he turns, when he makes these flicks, the players around him also have to do their job and understand what he's going to do with the ball. So I think in this run of games, I think he'll figure it out and get on the score sheet. Hopefully sooner than later.
I mean, you see him talking with the other guys on the pitch. You know what I mean? Like, you see him, the discourse that's going on where it's like, hey, I'm going to do this in that situation, so you need to be here. Or I see what you were doing there. That's my fault. I'll do. Like, these conversations are happening. You see him talking with Nico. You see him talking with Hoffa. You see him talking with Kyle Smith even. Like, these conversations are happening. And he is learning what these players want. But you're exactly right. It needs to be a run of games. There's only 2 players on this team that have an excuse to gel, and it's him and Brekalo.
And even then, they've looked like 2 of our better players so far, who look like they've been gelling pretty well. I will say, progressively, Muriel looks really good, but again, like after you beat a man or 2, it's frustrating to see him sometimes like turn back into the same player like we see at the other place. It happens actually a decent amount for Orlando City. Like, that's what me and Burb were talking about, not just with Muriel, but like we will receive the ball, beat the man, and then play back the same way we came from, which is really I don't think you saw it because you weren't there, but that's what is really frustrating to see.
Well, we finally had our breakthrough after that. Nonsense early in the game. We found our way into it. Like we were saying, Muriel started to grow in the game. Dagger Dan winning the ball back, high up the pitch, puts the ball in the box, and who but Jacqueline.
Jacqueline's on fire. Your defense is terrified.
I'm actually going to buy you a fucking California King quilt of his celebration.
Well, that'd be a little big for my current bed, but
just hanging on the wall, I guess, huh?
It's going right, but it's going back here actually.
Portrait of Jacqueline behind us.
But
honestly,
go ahead.
I think you're the bad luck charm. Like he
might
leaves,
be.
he's gone for a game.
No, it might
Jacqueline starts and scores.
So
And we get a win.
I was gonna say he's the bad luck charm, right? But he has also worn Orlando City like gear to every single match so far this season. When last year he refused to. So is that the bad luck?
That's right. I just need to go get more Free Shirt Friday shirts from Bradenton and then come back, and then, yeah, we'll run it. It's
also, in addition to that, I have not worn glasses to games this season. I wore glasses to that game with the All Blacks.
So it's your fault.
Oh,
I will take responsibility, yeah. It partially is my fault. I was going to wear the classic Jets hat because that's what worked last season. Unfortunately, the green with Austin, I can't do that. So you will be seeing it on Saturday.
Fair play. I mean, I honestly was about to start blaming it on my legacy kit. I was like, I've never worn this, and all of a sudden we start.
That's on Fraud Watch.
I wore it Saturday. We won, so maybe the curse is broken. We'll
I'll
see.
make sure to just wear black
Same.
on Saturday.
Same. Welcome to OC Fan TV superstitions.
The OC Fan TV Ultra apparel, just straight black with hoodies and a mask on.
About to go to TJ Maxx and just get a 4-pack of Hanes black shirts.
There you go.
Like
Haynes
I don't have those in my drawers.
I mean, I'm dead serious. I'll do it and then just ski mask it up, and
Hooliganism at the airport on the way to Atlanta.
that's nonsense. So, getting back to what we're here to talk about,
Jack Lynn,
Jack
my
Lynn,
goat.
fantastic finish on his part. You know, he does the right thing. He puts it into the ground. You would expect somebody young like him without a lot of experience. You know, moment gets a little big there.
No moment is too big for Jackalus Linnaeus. Don't know why I did that.
But I'm just happy to see a goal in front of the wall again. It has been a while, I feel like, since that's happened, and I feel like even last year we were talking about it. It's like, are we just too intimidating for our own team? Like being right on top of the field like the wall's designed because we can't score into the wall for whatever reason.
Mario's never seen anything like it.
Sure.
Also, it's just changed since the old days when we'd attack the wall in the second half, which is when we usually grow into games.
Yeah, that's fair. That's also fair.
So what? Are we just losing the coin toss? He needs to
Whatever the
change up
fuck it
his
is.
Tactics.
Or
Heads or
it's
tails?
they choose to go to the other side.
Well, that would be fucking stupid then, wouldn't it?
Don't ask me.
What?
This goes back to your problem with Robin being the captain.
Uh-oh.
I don't even want to talk about that because
It was nonsense.
It was
it
not
was
absolutely.
nonsense. Also, I came in like halfway through the conversation, drunk, eating Chipotle.
You were going through it in that conversation
Never a good combo
No.
right there.
in a hotel room in Atlanta.
It was, brother. It was
Drunk with Chipotle.
It was a 35 to 40-minute conversation that we had about it.
I had a beanie on. There was video. Oh dear Lord! I stood up. I was like, "You want to fight about it?"
The
Apparently,
great.
the videos that'll come out of this Atlanta trip.
no, they won't come out. They'll stay in.
No, I just mean like in this group. We're not posting
Oh,
anything.
Fantastic.
The downfall to that whole night was getting stuck on the fucking MARTA for fucking an hour after the game.
I gave you a big old bear hug. Is that the same day?
Yeah, he fell. He fell walking because he was walking as the train started, and he was like on one foot. So it was just like not a good.
I thought I had an extra second, but I wasn't paying. Like I was going to the seat to sit down, and then it went boom, and I went that way, and he was just right there, and I ended up falling into him, and I just went poof.
Yeah, just grabbed him with one arm. He grabbed
Nice.
around me. I was like, hey, it's all good. Find your
Alive.
seat.
Yeah, that's-
Second half, feel like it was more of the same from us. Kind of progressing the ball, not really finding a good opportunity, but, you know, looking the better team for sure. And then we have this beautiful banger of a goal from Nico. I hope he frames that cleat.
Should. I mean, I definitely going to take credit for it because Bryce said put Muriel and Oroheda on it. And I said, fuck no, this is Lodero top ends. And what happened?
Lodero top bins via a tip from the goalkeeper.
It was going top ends regardless. Don't take this moment away from me.
I don't know if you can't say it's exactly top bins. It is top corner. Top bins is like you have it right in that little
90,
tiny.
yeah, the upper
Still
90.
fucking
And Simon
bins.
video is top bins.
Yeah,
So-
fair.
Yeah, but okay. There's also a difference between the sidemen and
Yeah, well, I was just
All
going to
right,
say, in a,
OCFTV video
But like,
is top
let's be
bins.
honest, like the sidemen MLS. It's not
sidemen MLS.
correct.
OC Fan TV.
OC Fan TV.
YouTube All Stars.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. That's a bit their production value though.
Fair.
We have it better.
Yeah, so that was kind of it from us after that point. Like, yeah, we continued to look the better team. We progressed, we attacked. But then we start seeing subs like Felipe come in the game for one of our strikers in Jack Lynn. We see Mikey Holiday come in the game. So definitely just trying to see out the result. Let's just get out of here with the dub.
It was a wrong decision to take Jacqueline off. To be honest,
Honestly, no.
he was going on a hat trick.
Well, he had one.
He was going on a
he
was
was-
going on a hat trick.
He was on one.
Yeah, and he
But
would have scored
also-
2 more in the last 15 minutes.
His
Cool.
stamina was on
But
one.
also, like, looking back at that game, the subs we had, we weren't working with a whole lot. So, I mean, I do think that they were the right subs at the end of the day.
I think they were 100% the right subs. Just because you look at the form we've been in this season, we're up 2-0 at half at home. Just get it done.
See the result. See out the
See
result.
it out.
I mean, we had one attacking-minded player to bring on that entire game.
Yeah.
The subs it was Felipe in for Jack Lynn 74th, Mikey Holiday 88th in for Ojeda, Kaczewski and Shaq both on 90+4, Luis Muriel and Nico Lodero off. And then the rest of the bench was Wilfredo Rivera, who was signed on a short-term contract, Alex Freeman, Thomas Williams, Javi Otero. So Shaq Muhammad, realistically,
The
only
only-
attacking.
Wilfredo.
So
Yes,
you
yeah.
talked about Mikey coming in for Ojeda, right? So that was like one of the key moments that we saw our boy Rodrigo Schlegel spazzing, like full seizure spaz. Like brother was flipping out because he didn't think Dagger Dan was in the right spot for the throw in because he thought that Dagger didn't realize he was stepping up into the midfield. And it's like he just got done talking with Oscar and Diego. Like, you are not the manager, my guy. Like, he was freaking out the whole last 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I pointed it out. Like, he's got really weird movements when he's trying to corral players. Again, I'm going to go back to it, but, like, it's chaotic as fuck.
It
And
is.
It's annoying to see because, like, you know they're doing the right thing, but he just, I don't know, upstairs is just not connecting.
It's like at one point I see him waving everybody to stay on the left side of the pitch. And it's like we are outnumbered 3-6 on the left side of the pitch. So let's rotate to Ojeda standing in acres of space. But, you know, we can't just hit the switch. So it's got to be like 12 different passes. It gets to Rodrigo, and he passes it straight back to the fucking left side of the field. It's like, brother in Christ, do you not understand football? Like, do you not understand the concepts and the idea of what we're trying to do here?
No.
Or
So you talk about that pass, but, like, going back to composure, he's the one on the pitch that has zero. Every time he receives the ball, it's either, thank God, a pass to Robin who knows what to do. It's a shit ball outright,
or
or it's a hoof to who fucking knows.
my
Tyreek's
favorite's
down there somewhere.
Fuck it, he's down there.
My favorite's when he's inside our own half and he gets the ball and it's just straight back up into the wall. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
But the thing is, like, if he's not great on the ball with his feet, you'd expect him to be good in the air. But when he goes up to win something, you don't know where it's going. Because 2 or 3 times that match, tries heading it out and he heads it straight to an Austin player, like, on his left or right, which is really worrying to see.
Is it really something that we like haven't come used to though?
Well, that's the
No,
problem.
but it's just like
Yeah.
there's a reason why I started Kyle at center back. There's a
Yeah.
reason why I probably could have had Thomas Williams starting at center back. I just feel more comfortable when he's not on the field.
So
All due respect to him, but
this is why we feel this way. You know what I mean? Because Austin was shit. There's no way around it. They didn't do anything. So he only had 1 tackle to make the whole 90, and he didn't make it.
So he was 0 of 1 on tackles.
0 of 1 on tackles. He had 2 ground duels to go up against the entire match. He only won 1 of them.
If seemingly from the stats, it seemed like we control this game. I don't know what the possession stat was,
I got you right now.
but
he was definitely comfortable.
I was going to say, even then, was it close? It was like 53-47.
They had more possession.
Interesting. I can still make this point. They can have as much possession as they want, but it can be in their own half, and he doesn't have to do much. So as long as they're not actually making penetrative passes or just pressing our back line, then like there's no need for him to have to make those tackles.
No,
'cause
right.
He's not going to be put in a position to.
But when you're faced with the
you want to win your 1 out of 1.
you gotta win. You gotta be better than your opponent, and we're not. So
My mind goes back to, I think it was a Minnesota match, and he was trying to shield the ball to go out for a goal kick, and the guy managed to get around him. It was the guy that scored the winning goal. Went around him, keep the ball in, and then he put a shot near post, and Pedro saved it with his foot. But it's kind of the same thing. It's like you have this one big moment that could have been a goal, but since you make the mistake, we could have conceded. It could have been 4-2. It could have been over earlier. But, yeah, you got to win your individual battles in those moments.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been a running problem for us for a little while now, so hopefully we are headed in the right track. You know, we needed a game last year to set our season on the right way, and it just so happened to be the Miami game. So hopefully, Fort Lauderdale. Hopefully this game is a Kickstarter for us, and we start to see the team perform better, more confidently. We got a tough match coming up this Saturday against a team that is kind of on fire at the moment in Red Bulls. So it's going to be a true test to kind of really see where we're at. I mean, obviously we're not going to have everybody back for this game, I don't think, but it's going to be a tough test. Do we want to do top 2, bottom 1 real quick?
Kind of have to. You know what we haven't done? Actually, we can all think of our top 2, bottom 1. What we haven't done this season is Dave's Dickhead of the Week.
Oh, shit.
We haven't.
Well, here we are. Dave's Dickhead of the Week. Do you have it or do you need to think?
Let's do top 2, bottom 1, then I'll go with the Dickhead of the Week.
I'm just going to say it, Jacqueline.
That's your top? I was going to start with the bottom and then we'll end on a high note.
Well, Jacqueline's definitely not on the bottom.
My bottom is going to be Sebastian Driussi because he is dog shit and got pocketed by Kyle Smith all night.
Fair. My bottom is 100% Schlegel. Just because Schlegel.
Just because
he's Schlegel.
I can say Jacqueline in the top 2 as much as I want, but I also haven't watched the full match, so I don't know if I can fully give these correctly. Bottom is Rodrigo Schlegel.
Fair. For me, my honorable mention is Rodrigo Schlegel. For all the reasons stated previously. Actual bottom 1, El Tree fans.
Ooh,
fair.
Facts.
What a shout.
Santi Jimenez.
And
that's
not L like you say.
Not
in Spanish.
EL. It's just
L.
It's fucking L.
It's 3 L's in a row because that's how many CONCACAF Nations League finals they've lost in a row.
I mean, it's since 2019 without a win.
5 L's in a row for each year.
The longest drought in the history of this series. So,
pipe down.
Yeah, go
All
back.
right, let's go back to the top 2. I guess I'll start off. I'll go Jacqueline. Other one, I'll go Lodero. The 2 goal scorers.
Those are your top 2.
Honorable mention to Robin. Yeah.
I'm doubling up on Jacqueline.
Heard.
Goal scorer and full debut. Jacqueline and Jacqueline.
For me, my second one is Jacqueline. First start,
Boo.
first goal.
Boo.
My top player,
Give the man his flowers.
is Dagger Dan.
Football merchant over here. Boo.
Respectable.
Dagger Dan.
You.
Fuck you.
Just choosing the highest rated football player, Jack.
I mean, he was the best player on the pitch.
Give Jacqueline his flowers.
He has been.
He did.
Justice
I
for
did.
Jacqueline.
He
He's-
gave him his flowers.
Hashtag
He's in the
justice
top
for
2.
Jacqueline.
You have-
Hashtag watch the game next time.
Hashtag shut the fuck up.
All right, so my top 2, my second place is going to go to Nico Lodero. Beautiful goal on the night, 87% pass rating. 10 passes into the final third and creating opportunities. So pretty good showing from him. And then my top is going to be Dagger Dan. Like you said, foot mob merchant, but he also created the most chances in the night.
To be clear, I wasn't calling Dagger Dan football merchant. I was calling him football merchant, and now you football merchant because highest rated football player.
He was already going to be my top one because, I rate
Didn't
that
ask.
guy. But, yeah, I mean, 1 assist on the night.
Who finished that chance?
Some guy from our B team.
Oh, okay. I'm about to walk out of the studio.
No, but
Disrespect.
we talked about it earlier in the pod. He's got a lot of positives to offer us going forward. He's got the most composure out of anybody else other than Muriel on the team, so he's huge for us.
Robin's pretty composed.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just Robin's not up the field when we need somebody to be composed. It's like we were saying earlier. We don't want to rotate back to the back line to start an attack every time.
The thing that stood out for me for Dagger Dan is 6 chances created. Beautiful.
There you go.
Pray for times like this.
All right, well, moving on to Dave's Dickhead of the Week.
Dave's Dickhead of the Week.
I feel like you messed up because it should have been L Tree fans.
Funny you mentioned that.
Oh, wow.
Dave's Dickhead of the Week also could go down for Dave's Dickhead of the decade so far is L Tree fans. One, Mexico at
Uno.
Primero. Mexico, the team in general, they are so asked what they used to be. It is laughable. Two,
2-0.
Cero.
sorry, segundo, 2-0. L Tree fans are just fucking intolerable.
Yeah, grow up.
What are you starting fights for? What do you like? They tell you not to chant certain things.
And you still do it. Grow up. I'm on the same page with you on this, man. There's nothing that fires me up more than seeing somebody that's just trying to watch a game get hit with a fucking battery and need staples in the top of their head, or somebody celebrating and then you trying to run up on the side of them and hit them and then getting your ass knocked out because you're sorry. Like,
Damn, Cannata's dickhead of the week.
Facts. Like, just Bryce, take it away.
Fuck 'em.
Brother?
I was waiting for the grow up.
No.
But
No.
grow up.
thank you.
No, I'm on the same page as you. So, do we want to talk just a little bit about the game, the U.S. men's national team
Might
game?
as well.
We still can't get the ball to our strikers. Greg's playing Gio Reyna.
Why the fuck is Gio Reyna playing left back? Huh? Why the fuck is he playing left back?
That's what I was about to say. The commentary team calling him a regista, trying to justify Greg Berhalter's complete incompetence, because it's like,
It hurts.
my thing is like, he's proven that he can make the plays further up the pitch in that 10 role. So
Yeah.
why do we sit him back at the 6 and ask him to do it from there?
Because Greg thinks that
Egg.
he is the next Zinedine Zidane just because he's won 3 CONCACAF Nations Leagues in a row, when Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, and now he thinks he's on the same wavelength just because they're both bald and they've won 3 of the same trophies in a row. So he's trying to show that on the pitch, but in all reality, he's just giving us even more reason to want his bald ass fired in the next 3 days, because that is the first U.S. men's national team game I've watched, and it still pisses me off, even though we've won partially because it was Mexico and Greg is still in charge. I'll stop.
But it's like weird because like we play like shit, but then there's like you can tell it's Greg, but there's like small moments where you could see like the BJ Callahan start to kind of slip back in the team.
Because we have quality players, and the quality players sometimes just say, fuck these tactics.
No, exactly. That's when like you can see BJ kind of like slip into the team right there. Like there's little tiny moments where you can see this is not Greg ball.
Greg with 8 Gs.
So my thing, like you said, it's kind of hard to hate on any of the strikers in this system because it is Greg ball. But my goodness, did Haji look like Darwin Nunez out there? How many times he got called off? Look,
FA Cup hero.
okay. Yeah, he had more offsides than he did shots on target. So
That's great. I've lived through Timo Werner at Chelsea.
that's also a good comparison. It's just like, my man, stay on side. Just stay on side.
Yes, I don't disagree. Fuck Greg.
We were
Yes.
like a whole 35 seconds away from having his name closer to the hot seat.
Oh yeah.
In the
If
Jamaica
had we
game.
lost to
If we would
Jamaica.
have lost there,
So I don't mind this because I just hate losing to Mexico. Period. End of story. But maybe the best thing for us is just to get grouped in the Copa America,
1 point max.
and then
I hate to say it, but
Oh, we're gonna get grouped and we're gonna sign him for just a 6-year contract.
Contract extension. The problem is that we can't pay. That's not that we can't pay. We won't pay. So.
Oh, hey, Jose. Oh, you want to take a pay cut to come coach the USMNT?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Good. We got a deal. All right, yeah, that was Jose Mourinho. He just called and said that he'll take a pay cut to come bring us a World Cup.
I heard him say, "Go fuck yourself."
Is that what he said in Portuguese?
He didn't fucking mention the crayons.
The crayons.
We will let Dave handle the contract negotiations.
The crayons. Let's
crayons.
correct it. The crayons.
That's why you're handling the contract negotiations.
Exactly. That's why he told you to go fuck yourself, and he'd pick up my phone call in an hour.
Brother, go for it.
This podcast will be out on a Tuesday. Tuesday.
Okay.
Well, this was a lot of nonsense.
Fuck Craig.
Yeah, indeed, but a three-peat at the same time. We are levels ahead.
You could have Sketch out there managing the squad, and we'd still have a three-peat.
I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying it's a three-peat, and we're going to celebrate that.
Still getting fucking chills from that Tyler Adams hit. That was
Plus.
Before we...
Oh, dear Lord.
I just want to this is...
Oh.
Why the fuck did you... Why would you do that?
Well...
the thing is, we've been over this already.
Yeah, if you were on the Thursday Lives, maybe you would know.
Nah.
Yeah.
Google's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I should have used Bing.
And then he's
I'm
over
fine
here.
because I don't have to argue anymore. My point has been heard. My point has been proven.
My favorite's when they pull up the phonetical spelling and it still says crayon.
This is why I don't pull shit up. I just stick to my guns.
This is why you're just wrong now. I don't have to be mad. I don't have to argue. I win.
All right. Tyler Adams. That was a great goal.
Thank you. What about the second?
I think the second's arguably better than the first just because of the quality that it takes to finish that on the volley.
But to hit it from 35 out?
Oh, not taking anything away from that Tyler Adams hit. That is a strike.
I think Gio also got lucky with the Mexican defenders being in Ochoa's line of sight because he was late to get down to it. And I think even if one of the defenders was out of the way, that he would have gotten down to it and palmed it outside the post. Yes, it's a good strike on the volley, well placed, but the Tyler Adams strike is the more quality goal.
But then you can make the same argument for the Tyler Adams goal because he's fucking 45 yards out and there's 3 defenders standing in front of Ochoa and it takes a touch off of one of the Mexico defenders, I believe.
I don't think so. But yes, we could say this, but I think we are also overestimating Ochoa as of today.
It's not a World Cup year.
Oh, not a World Cup year. Ochoa 4, 8, 12 years ago saves both of those. Now he's slower. Let's be realistic. Any proven let's say European keeper, they're probably going to save both of those.
They probably say you're probably right
one.
about it. The first I say gets saved. The second one is just such a bang bang type of play.
It is tough to see, but also Courtois in the Champions League final against Liverpool. He's making both of those saves.
Tim Howard against Belgium in the World Cup.
Making the save. Ochoa is way past his prime. On a good day, am making a save on the first one.
On your best day, you could make a save there. I'm not saying on a good day, on your best day.
From that far out, I'm making that save. I don't have to go down, so it's just...
You're moving to your left slightly, and then you got to go back to your right. Your left knee is cracking in half, and then your spinal cord just says, "No, I'm good."
I'm not you. My spine is somewhat stable.
But I would be the one to hit that rocket, and then you still wouldn't be able to save it.
No, the one that you hit goes 15 feet over.
Okay, yeah, on the first 8 tries, and then finally you went on target.
You looked like, what's his name, Rafael Santos last game.
That was second tier. That was impressive. That was in the second tier.
Let the man live.
Dave's danger man over there.
Hey, let him cook. He's cooking up something over there. I don't know what it is.
Something, that's for sure. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to catch all the content that comes out. We will be outside Gate C on Saturday this time. So make sure you stop by after the match to get your fan reacts and all your stuff off your chest. Check out Thursday for our live stream. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of good conversations that happen in there, so make sure you guys check that out. Yeah, fuck, I'll try.